Miss Welty is your son's ex-girlfriend. They have a child together.
Right.
While she was pregnant, she was driving a car that it was felt by both you and your son, and perhaps her, was not safe for the baby. So a car was purchased, and the defendant agreed to make all the payments on the car.
Yes, ma'am.
So bought the car, and when they were no longer a couple, according to you, Miss Welty, for a long time, paid for the car.
Yes, she took the car.
Took the car and paid for it. And you say at some point she purchased another car and just dropped her car off at your house.
Yes, ma'am.
The loan of which was in your name. And said, I don't want it anymore, I got a new car.
Yes, ma'am.
So you want her to be responsible for the shortfall on the loan, which is about $7,000. My limit is $5,000. Now, Miss Welty has a whole different story. Now, was there ever a custody dispute between Miss Welty and either you or your son?
My son.
Put your hand down. What was the nature of the custody dispute?
It was a 50-50 custody, and we went to court. She denied him custody, so we were trying to retry the case.
Okay. Did you ever, Miss Butler, bring papers to Miss Welty that had to do with the custody case and ask her to sign them?
I served her papers at her job for the custody.
You did?
And yes.
And did you have a conversation with her when you did that?
No, I just went to her job, and I was going to retrieve the car because she was several payments behind.
No, let's go slowly. You went to her job.
Yes, ma'am.
And you had a conversation with her.
No, I asked her to come outside, and I had papers for her, and I served them
You
to
asked her
somebody
to
else.
come outside, and you asked her to sign the papers. What did you tell her about the car?
That I was going to retrieve the car because she's several payments behind on the car.
Just a second. You said she was several payments behind with the car, so you were going to take back the car
Until she got caught up.
until she got caught up, and you took the occasion when you were serving her the custody papers to have this conversation with her. And on what date did you serve her the custody papers?
On 3/4/13.
Had you missed January's car payment?
I don't believe I missed it. I believe it was late, but I don't believe I missed it.
Did you miss February's car payment?
When I had returned the car back to her, it was never, ever several payments behind.
Now, just answer my question.
No, it may have been late, but I think there was one payment that I physically did not make.
Okay.
One.
So now what I want you to show me, Miss Butler, is I want you to show me in March of 2013 evidence that she was, at that time, because that's when you had the discussion with her, several payments behind in car payments.
Your Honor, I don't have that paper with me.
So you don't have paper, listen to me carefully.
Not
you
from
don't
March.
have papers to demonstrate about the car, which was in your name.
Yes.
Now, she's going to tell me a story based upon her answer that when you came to work that day, you wanted her to sign some papers, and that the police were called. Were the police called that day?
Yes, I called the police.
Called the police. Because you wanted to take the car back.
Yes.
Because she didn't sign the custody papers.
No, because she was behind on payments.
Did she sign the custody papers?
No.
Because she didn't sign the custody papers. Put your hand down. Police were called, and they advised you, Miss Welty, is that correct?
Yes.
That despite the fact that you had been driving the car, Miss Butler did in fact take the car that day.
She did. The police.
And that was on March 4th, 2013.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I want you to tell me the next conversation that you had with either Miss Butler or her son relative to the car.
It was that evening where
Tell me what happened that evening.
she had told me that I can go and pick up my car from her house, and went to her house that evening, and she drew up a written contract for both of us to have signed that evening.
What was the contract?
That it is pretty much her vehicle, and she has rights to take it if any payments are late or not being made.
was never my vehicle.
That's not unreasonable. There's nothing unreasonable about that.
Yeah.
Now, what about the custody documents?
The car was never brought up until the custody papers were in play. Never. Did I ever hear anything about my car being taken? Never did I hear anything about my car ever having an issue until those custody documents got brought up.
Nope.
Well, what were the custody documents?
Stating that they wanted 50% custody of our child.